Skull Rock Podcast, talking all things Disney, with your hosts, Aljon Go and Dave Bossert.
Do you just love to learn more about the magic that embodies animated films, theme park attractions, and more? The all-encompassing universe created and produced by the genius of Walt Disney has spanned nearly 100 years and counting.
From his earliest film endeavors with the Laugh-O-Gram cartoons and the Alice comedies, to the creation of Mickey Mouse, to the first animated feature film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and then dreaming up Disneyland, Walt Disney continuously raised the creative bar, and today his company has carried on that tradition as a global entertainment juggernaut. I'm Dave Bossert, artist, filmmaker, and author.
And I'm Aljon Go, musician, podcaster, and radio guy. Every week, Dave and I will explore the entertainment galaxy that is Disney with insightful conversation, stories, and special guests talking all things Disney.
Listen to never-before-heard stories and behind-the-scenes moments from some of your favorite Disney films, theme park attractions, performances, books, music, and so much more from knowledgeable, insightful, and thought-provoking hosts and guests. Hear the latest news about Disney past, present, and future.
Skull Rock Podcast is your go-to source for the magic we all love. Skull Rock Podcast. Visit skullrockpodcast.com.
Hey everybody, it's Big Bubba from the Dining at Disney podcast. I'm here with my partner in Dine, Kristen.
I like that. That's good.
Thank you. With your travel deal, Kristen, what's going on?
Okay, well, right now, if you are planning to go to the Disneyland Resort, they do have where you can save up to 25% on select stays at the Disneyland Resort hotels, which include Grand Californian Hotel and Spa, Disneyland Hotel, as well as Paradise Pier. And these savings are good now through September 29th. However, you must check out by September 30th.
And how can people get a hold of you so they can get this epic deal?
They can contact me at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
Dining at Disney podcast brought to you by our good friends there at Shure Microphones. Check out Shure products there. It's HURE.com. They have proudly provided these Shure SM7B microphone kits. Whether it's big time broadcasting or professional podcasts, your critical studio recordings, this legendary dynamic microphone delivers smooth, warm vocals every single time. The Shure SM7B captures and enhances the inner details of the human voice while blocking out all of the distractions. It's an audio icon. Check that out. Don't forget, they've got these great podcast kits in there as well. Sure, you can check them out on their website. Be sure to let them know that Dining at Disney podcast sent you, SHURE.com. Gator Frameworks, also a proud sponsor of this program. They've got a great series of studio microphone boom stands, as well as accessories to trick out your studio or office furniture as well for the studio. So if you're into it, you need to get it. Check it out. Gator Frameworks Elite Furniture Series features contemporary design with superb quality in every detail, with their goal to deliver the best features, style, and quality. Check out all of their 100 innovative types of stands, hangers, and other accessories for music, audio, and the video industry. For more, check out our links there to Gator Frameworks at gatorframeworks.com. From the Gator Framework Studio in Music City, it's the Dining at Disney podcast.
Another thing about good food, it brings folks together, all walks of life.
You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast with your hosts, Kristen Hetzel, Bubba Alvarez, and Kat Arcori.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I'm Kristen. Joining me is Bubba and producer Aljon. Kat is off this evening. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when we share new content. For those of you new to the show, welcome. We do 2 podcasts a week, so you definitely don't want to miss any of our delicious discussions. Bubba, do you want to tell everybody what we are talking about today?
We are talking about top Disneyland park foods. We are sticking to one land, just Disneyland only. And this list has been the hardest list I've done in a while. So, yeah. Somebody that goes as often as I do, and the constant changes. Had quite the difficulty trying to figure this out, but I think
it's difficult.
I got it.
It's difficult when you have to. Yeah, I mean, Disneyland's menu changes very often, so it's almost like I have to work on some of the iconic foods that don't ever change. You know, because it's hard for me to keep up because we haven't, since the pandemic, we hadn't been back to Disneyland.
Yeah, it's been
a while, and we used to go a couple times a year, even more than that, especially to cover press events and things. And now we have kids, and now we're getting back into the swing of things. Hopefully, we'll be back down to see you. But I don't know if I'm going to be this the way of doing business now. It's difficult for us to kind of get back over there.
I know, but. Yeah.
Because
you've been here, you've eaten the food, you've rode the rides.
Yeah.
So you have some perspective about it. So,
yes, we do. Yeah. We got some.
We were pass holders out there once upon a time.
Yeah.
But for those of you wondering, what all are we ranking? What lands are we including? So there are 8 lands over at Disneyland Park. They include New Orleans Square. You have Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Critter Country, Frontierland, Adventureland, Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, and Main Street. So all of these we're going to be talking about and ranking them, starting at the bottom with our number 8.
Number 8.
It sounds like a Disney list, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll start off this time because normally I go last, but I'm going to start off today because I feel like it.
And I'm with you on this because I'm not going to have a separate entry. This is too difficult for me. I'm with you.
So I put at the bottom of my list Tomorrowland. You've got
Bubba.
You've got
Tomorrowland is on the bottom of my list too.
You see, there you go. You see, I knew it.
Alien Pizza Planet. I just feel like the food is so theme park, amusement park typical with your burgers, your fries, your pizza. It's nothing imaginative to me.
It is. I mean, you have that. You have Alien Pizza Planet. You have the Tomorrowland Terrace, which is mainly burgers and stuff like that too. So, yeah, that's just funny.
Adventures Campus. It is not.
We did not go over our list, by the way. So if
it's all
this is all surprise, all brand new.
It's funny when we discussed various topics we were going to be, doing for upcoming shows. And I saw this one. That was the first thing that came to my mind automatically. Not even which one was my favorite that had to be at number 1. It was number 8. Had to be.
And I felt the same way, and I'm with you on the list. Like, at first I was like, I might make my own list, and then I was like, I'm just going to join you because I think we're on the same page here. We're exactly all 3 of us on the same page.
I mean, there's nothing fancy. I mean, you're right. It's just pizzas, pastas, and
it's basic.
Salads, and then burgers, fries. Old run of the mill food.
I will, since Kat isn't here, I'll say it's basic.
It's basic. It's just
basic.
Basic.
Just basic.
They might have some specialty pizza, like a shrimp scampi or something like that every once in a while, or a breakfast pizza. But yeah, they do have a great pasta though.
The special events are where they come to life because then they have the special event menus.
Yes.
But
like for Star Wars Day and all that. Yeah.
Other than that, I'll take a pass.
I feel that way. I think in even if we were talking about Magic Kingdom, I think I'd put that at the bottom too. Mm-hmm. It's just, I don't know. Tomorrowland, food in Tomorrowland doesn't do it for me.
There's no imaginative.
And following this is where it gets really difficult for me to rank.
Oh, well, you got to let Bubba chime in on his thoughts on his bottom of the list as well.
Well, I mean,
do you have anything else you need to add on on the bottom of your list that you don't?
Like I said, we they do have some good pastas at Alien Pizza Planet that, they'll fill you up. They're pretty good. And, if you got a family of 6, or, you could get that large pizza. I believe it's like $50, but you get that with a couple drinks and stuff like that. But yeah. We rarely eat, we're like to rest over at by, Alien Pizza Planet right by Space Mountain. It's a nice, good resting spot to bring other food from. We got the other lands.
Here, I'm going to grab my food and I am leaving and taking it with me.
Refer back to the other podcast about.
You haven't done that before. What?
Tupperware. You got your Tupperware, your Ziploc bags, just a bag of lunch.
Oh my God.
A bag of lunch.
So, they do have like a good chicken fusilli that's at Alien Pizza Planet. That's really good. That's probably one of the best dishes in the land. That if I were to get something, that's what I would get.
There you go.
Yeah. Got sun-dried tomatoes, shaved Parmesan, everything you want for like a nice fusilli pasta. But you have to get breadsticks though, because it's just, and that's separate.
Because you have to.
That's part of it.
You have to.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go with my number 7. And I think I'm going to have to go with Fantasyland for my number 7. You have Red Rose Tavern over there. Lot of more basic kind of food. You've got burgers, salads, and flatbread. So
they do have a good parfait at Red Rose Tavern. I'll give them that. But you are once again on the list. That is one of my lower ones too. Yeah, it's. Just like I said, just that. You have Troubadour. They used to have the baked potatoes there. Now they're doing something different. I forgot what the menu was. But and then Edelweiss, you can grab a quick, chimichanga, a hot dog right there on the go. But it's
Maurice's Treats. Is it Maurice's
Treats? That's over, at a Fantasy Fair.
Yeah.
You can get I think they call like these little garlic breadsticks that are really good. You can get an apple freeze and then a couple other sweet desserts over there too. But yeah, just in that area. You're right. They could spruce it up somewhat more, they have a lot of outdoor carts in that area. They have outdoor vendors.
Yeah.
So, but it's not like sustainable food. It's just like grab, go ice cream, cotton candy, that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Popcorn churros.
Yeah.
Popcorn churros. Yeah.
Okay.
So number 7 also on my list is Fantasyland.
Wow, this is going to be interesting.
This is very interesting. This is going to be a short show. We're all in agreement.
Oh no, I think we're going to have enough. But anyway, go ahead. We're going to blow by 30 minutes in no time.
Okay.
So do you want me to go with my number 6?
Yes,
then?
go with your number 6.
My number 6. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. Out of all the lands right there, let's go with Frontierland.
Okay,
I'm gonna do Frontierland.
Okay.
So it's we were just there a couple weeks ago, and we did eat at Golden Horseshoe. It was okay. The menu just constantly changes over there. And so we had, they still have the chicken strips and corn dogs, but they used to have like all these nice specialty desserts. They're all gone. They just have root beer float and a sundae.
I noticed.
They used to have these ice cream nachos that were amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, and all these different desserts, a brownie dessert, all this stuff, but it's gone. So that bummed me out big time. And then Rancho del Zocalo, I always raved about Rancho. I always did.
Oh gosh,
but their menu has changed big time. They don't have the carne asada and enchiladas where they cooked in front of you anymore. The ingredients changed, or they must have changed some recipe on the steak. It's way spicier than I remember it, and the chicken too. But I still do like the chicken tostada there, which I would get all the time. But just it bummed me out.
Once again, I think we're this is the result of what we going on with the supply chain. Boy, I can't speak tonight. Supply chain issues, because Otherwise, why change up the menus at those restaurants, so much? Because that's a big deal, especially when you don't have the ice cream nachos and
Yeah.
you don't have.
You can still get a good funnel cake at Stage Door Cafe. That's another quick place, but you can still get just fast stuff: corn dog, mozzarella sticks, chicken strips. They have fish and chips now, though. So, yeah, it's
weird.
It's going downhill for me in Frontierland. So
I don't think it's their choice. I think
Riverboat Terrace. I don't know if that's part of Frontierland. I think that might be Adventureland, but but that'll help it out if it's part of that land, just because their new barbecue menu and their new breakfast coming out. So.
Breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So what's your 5?
So no, number 6. We're at number 6.
Number 6.
So
Sorry,
my number 6, I have to go with Adventureland. Not because I don't like the food, but when I think of Adventureland, I think of more of the snack type locations. I mean, you do have your Dole Whips, and who doesn't love a Dole Whip in Adventureland, especially at that park where you can take it and go into the tiki room with it. You can't do that at Disney World.
Oh, you can, huh?
No.
Wow.
And here, one of the places I really like, and again, this is going to be like more of your sweet kind of location, is the Tropical Hideaway, because you do have the various different Dole Whips that they do there. You can get the swirl float with the choice of mango, watermelon, or pineapple. And who doesn't want something other than pineapple, as a nice change of something to get. They also have a lot of grab and go stuff there too. Like plantain chips, and they have the Maui onion flavored potato chips there too. So,
I'm all about this next place.
And the other place I do like there is Bengal Barbecue, where you can get the skewers.
Yeah.
Those are always good.
That is my language. Being Filipino, if you don't have meat on a stick, you're in trouble. And that is like the biggest thing. I mean, it reminds me so much of our pork skewers and stuff that are totally Filipino. And I love the Bengal beef skewer and the pork belly skewer, and anything else is on a skewer. Hot spicy beef, the banyan beef skewer.
Yeah, that's the one I would have to get.
All of it. Give me all of it. And of course, there's also the chicken skewer there as well. So I'm all about it.
But both locations are more of like they're snack places, not a place you're going to sit and have a meal. And there's really not a place there that I'm like, sit down, have a full meal, and be like all about.
But it does have variety.
Yes, and good variety.
Good variety.
Well, it does, which is why it's higher on my list, one up higher than yours, because you're right. Bengal Barbecue, it's a epic spot. Just, it's Disney history right there. The skewers are amazing, but they also have this, like it's like a dinner for two almost, where you can get skewers, rice, coleslaw. Me and Taylor share that all the time. That's like the perfect meal for two people.
Hell yeah.
And Tropical Hideaway, it's a nice area to just, hang out and relax, and get those different types of, Dole Whips that you want. I had the watermelon one, which we just talked about a couple shows ago, and oh, it was amazing.
I'm glad you got it, because you told me that maybe you weren't going to be able to get the special.
Because the day before we went to Disneyland was the last day of Dole Whip days. So I'm like, oh, are they going to take it away? No, they had it the next day.
It's amazing.
I got to have it. It was amazing. I could have eaten 3 of those. But like they do switch it up every once in a while. But they do have the lumpias. Taylor had the pork lumpias, she loved those. I wish they had the dessert ones. It has bananas and jackfruit in those, but they're out of those.
Yeah, we have those over at Pandora.
No, we have pineapple.
Oh, is it pineapple?
It's pineapple.
Pineapple, yeah. Ours is bananas and jackfruit. So it's really good. The sauce caramel drizzle that they give you is just really good.
You say lumpia, and that's also a Filipino dish.
Yeah, I knew you. That's what I thought you were talking about at first. That's true. When you're talking about all the good stuff they have at Tropical Hideaway because
No,
it's
that's
small.
true.
You know, their menu's not big, but everything on there is delicious. The
Mhm.
chicken and vegetable baos, the loco moco, just it's
So good.
that made it right. That kind of set it up a little bit.
Now
for me
I'm
right
craving
there,
fruit. All this fruit talk. I'm like, oh, I need some fruit.
The lumpia with the jackfruits is the bomb.
Yeah. So it's I think, and you're right, they do have a nice little grab and go place right there next to the Jungle Cruise. So, you know, just and then a nice little indoor area which they just put in a couple years ago, right next to Bengal Barbecue inside. So there's a lot of shaded part there in that area, which is good.
Love it.
Yeah, that has been added since.
I think
the
that
last
might
time we
go
were
up
there.
on your list once you guys come back.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
So my number 5, I am going to have to go with Frontierland. I'm very disappointed to hear about Rancho del Zocalo because that has been like one of my favorite places to eat.
Yeah.
And the carne asada, I'm very particular about my steak and my hamburgers. And their steak was cooked perfectly. And
Because it's
at
right in
first
front of you.
I
They
was
cook it right in front of
They
you.
cook it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really disappointed that that's not on there. I'm hoping that it comes back.
Yeah.
I feel like
Plus, I was looking forward to eating at the Golden Horseshoe.
Yeah, it's just it was. I mean, the show was great. The guy that put on the show, you know, they were still entertaining. I ate there with my in-laws, and they had a good time. We sat at the, you know, the 2 upstairs parts next to the stage. You know, we got to sit there and watch the show.
The Statler and Waldorf area.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
The Statler and Waldorf balcony.
Who's the guy with the hat?
Exactly. Goofy.
the last time I was
Oh, that's
there,
right.
of course, was with Bubba and Tay.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
we
yeah.
sat in Waltz, where Walt
Waltz,
you
yeah,
always
that's
would
where
Or
sit.
Walt
I was there
would
with
always
you.
sit.
Walt would always sit there in that little corner there.
And that's
Yeah.
the only time I've been able to sit in that little corner.
I love sitting there. Yeah, we all were there. We all were there for that.
Were you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking you weren't. Okay.
I think because last time you were there too, Kristen, I think it was when it was raining very heavily.
Unless,
think we
unless
were
we
in
went
there.
there.
I'm trying to
unless we
remember.
went there multiple times because when we went there, it was for D23 with you guys, right?
Yeah, it must have been. That must have been it.
It must have
then.
been the last time because we were all staying at
must
the
have.
hotel together and we all decided to go down to Golden Horseshoe and have ice cream. I think we all had sundaes or something like that. So anyway, that was a good memory.
Great memory. So yeah, so Frontiers on your number. You said number 5.
That's my number
For you?
5.
Okay.
So what's your number 4?
So going down in my head right now, I'm gonna have to go with
You're where I am,
Well, I
where
guess
they're
it's
like
part-
neck and neck, and it's like really hard.
well, I mean, I have my top 2. The top 2 are so easy just because now. But you know, the 3 and 4 now, I'm just
Uh-huh.
trying to, you know,
Bottleneck.
but I'm gonna have to go with really, I'm gonna have to go to Batu, number 4.
I know you didn't want to. I know you didn't
Really?
want
I didn't want to. It's, you know, like 3 and 4 was a toss up. So yeah, it's just because I get, you know, you have Docking Bay 7, you have Oga's Cantina, you have and the Ronto wraps. Just they're amazing Ronto wraps. The chicken tip yip I get at Docking Bay 7, it's amazing. They used to have this beef one too, but they took it off the menu, so I'm kind of bummed about that. They could work on their desserts a bit more in Batu, in my opinion. The blue milk's great. You know, I don't know if that's considered desserts, but nothing real great dessert wise in Batu.
No, there's not.
No. You get the popcorn. That's not really, you know, dessert for me. And yeah, just other than that, I'm gonna have to put Batu at number 4.
They're going to have to import some of those desserts they serve on the Galactic Star Cruiser into Batu.
And yeah,
full-time,
heck
because
yeah, they should.
They have that really cool flan that's legit, I think. And I think it, and obviously, look, ube is a big thing right now, and they should definitely do some ube themed desserts there because it's purple. It's different. It's more exotic looking, and they could definitely do that.
Did you know McCormick makes an ube extract?
Ooh.
News to me.
Now you know. They actually have, there's like a 2 packets, that and something else. I'm drawing a blank on it. Something I was not familiar with.
It's on the fringe.
No, something else Filipino, because it actually, they're Filipino flavors is what it's specifically mentioned.
Oh. Well, they don't make adobo extract.
Ew. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to agree with Bubba on the number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because Ronto Roasters, it's not like you have a lot of choices there. Oga's Cantina is minimal for food. Fantastic cocktails. But that's only a portion of what we're considering when it comes to ranking them.
So here's another thought.
Yeah.
Here's another food. They need to have Gundar wings. You know how Chewie rips the arms off of Gundark?
Yeah.
That's what they need to do. The wings off of Gundark, and they need to go ahead and have those wings.
Like chicken wings?
They might as well. I mean, they've got the Ronto Roasters. They might as well have some wings there, too. Right?
Yeah.
Come on. Holler if you hear me.
Or the whatever, the Yeti monster with his arm off too,
Oh yeah, exactly. The Wampa arm.
The Wampa, the Wampa. Nice little Wampa arm you can have.
Or they can always do
Wampa's
fried. They can always do fried pork.
Fried pork. On a stick.
On a stick. On a stick.
No, they're too cute.
Oh,
hey, Chew. You know what? Instead of Kenny Rogers,
remember Chewie still cooked the pork in front of all the other porks before eating it. By the way,
certainly did.
So you got to remember that in the movie. And then they're just freaking out that he's going to eat it. You just killed a live pork in front of them.
In front of your friends. Cute pork roasting on an open fire.
No.
Because
so listen to that, Batu. Yeah, you can make it like a marshmallow filled. Brown it out. Maybe some chocolate, like a s'mores pork. Hey, Disney, listen to me. I just grabbed you a great idea. A s'mores pork.
Like candied yams.
A smorgasbord.
On a stick with a little marshmorshow roasted on it. It'd look like a pork, kind of. Right?
Yeah, a smorgasbord. That's what we'll call it.
No. Oh, my God.
Man. Oh, we're here all night, bro. We're here all night.
So, yeah, get the desserts in Batu for me. So.
Yeah, kick it up a notch.
Okay, so now we're at number 3.
Okay.
Well, I think I have 3 lands left, more according to my list. And I've only put it number 3 because I love the restaurant at Hungry Bear at Critter Country. I don't know if you got Critter Country on yours. That restaurant, the food is good no matter what you get there, in my opinion. The beer battered onion rings, the burgers are great. The funnel cakes are always amazing over there. They got different ones each season. It's a nice place to just hang out in the shade. They got misters now at the bottom. And there's a restroom, so you're not crawling around, going around for a restroom, and just enjoy the view. The train coming by on one side, the kayakers coming by on the other. The sweet treats over at the Pooh Corner too, the candy shop. Yes, great candy over there.
You nailed it.
So that's my number 3 right there.
Nailed it. Yeah.
My number 3 is Main Street.
Wow.
Ooh.
I like Plaza Inn, but it's not a favorite of mine. And I love Carnation Cafe. Walt's Chili is like one of my go-to menu items there. And then you have the Gibson Girl Ice Cream Parlor, and you can't go wrong with any flavor of ice cream.
No.
But I tell you what I do like
Sundays
at the
are delicious.
But what I do like at the Plaza. Come on, Bubba, tell me.
I already know. Because you're
I know because you got to wait for me to talk about it when my turn comes around.
When Bubba ranks it.
Time out All right, because we're on the same page here.
But
all right,
ice cream.
Yeah.
is always high on my list, and they have like the delicious sundaes there. So it's at number 3 on my list.
Well, plus there's Coke Corner.
Yes, if you like,
you gotta have the corn dogs. So,
Well, I will go ahead and put Main Street as my number 2 because it's hearing what you say, you have to remember Walt's Fried Chicken is the biggest staple in the park when it comes to food, the chili and the chicken. There's nothing that they level out because the name of it is called Walt's Fried Chicken.
That's right.
Walt's Chili. And you can only get both of those in one place, and you can get that, or in one place, and that's Main Street. You can get the fried chicken at Plaza Inn, the chili at Coke Corner. You can get it in a bread bowl now. It's so just those 2 places, but you also have the Jolly Holiday with you got your sandwiches, you got your baked desserts right there.
Yeah.
You have a Starbucks. God send you need sometimes you just need a Starbucks. Ice cream. You have it all right there. Candy. They're making candy in front of you right there. It's the Red Wagon corn dog right there at the corner next to Plaza Inn. Another staple right there.
Sure.
That I have yet to have. That is something next time I go, I have to get the corn dog there because I have not done that yet.
Yeah. So there's all these great spots. When it comes to, flavor and food, Plaza Inn, hands down, the fried chicken. They used to have a pot roast that was amazing too. They don't have it anymore.
That's what I got last time.
Yeah,
I know Bubba got the chicken because Bubba let me have a bite of his chicken because I had not had the chicken there.
It is, yeah, it's amazing. And I get the chicken with double mashed potatoes, no veggies, roll. And then Taylor started babying me by getting a salad. So we got you could take the chicken off and throw it in the salad, and you got a nice little chicken salad right there too. So
that's right.
It's so many good things. As soon as you walk into the park, what do you smell? Popcorn. You're right there. And as soon as you walk by Gibson Grove, what do you smell? Waffle cone. Makes me feel like a kid again.
100%.
So yeah, that's my number 2.
It could almost be number 1 for me. Almost. Just because
I think we're all in agreement, but I want to hear what her number 2 is.
So my number 2 is Critter Country. It was a difficult choice, but I always like to eat over in Critter Country because you do have Hungry Bear. And as you mentioned before, they have amazing onion rings. I like fried green tomato sandwiches, and they have a fantastic one there with mascarpone spread. Of course, it's served on a sourdough, and instead of French fries, I just always get the onion rings.
Sourdough anything at Disneyland is the best.
Just like they have a honey spiced chicken sandwich, and if I want salad, one of my favorite kinds of salads other than an Asian salad is a barbecue chicken salad, and they have one here, and it's got tomatoes, bacon, cheese, red cabbage, barbecue chicken, and of course barbecue vinaigrette. So that salad just is very tasty, and I am starving even though we had dinner before. Talking about all this
you
food.
did too. Yeah, I'm like, why am I hungry again? I just ate.
Plus, Hungry Bear is just the bomb. I just love eating there.
It is. It's so always busy.
Always busy, but always good.
Always mobile order. I tell people mobile order.
Yes, sir.
Well, and then you also have Harbor Galley where you can get the lobster roll.
Is that considered Critter Country?
Isn't it? Am I wrong?
It might be. I was.
It says Critter Country on the menu.
It says
Critter
Country.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll add Harbor Galley to that number. Yeah. But it's still my number 3. But Harbor Galley is amazing. Yes. They got great bread bowls and lobster
steak,
rolls. Yeah.
Gumbo, clam chowder in a sourdough bread bowl. And then they have the Harbor Muffalata salad, cured meat and cheese with mixed lettuce. It's got olive tapenade, pepperoncinis, Italian dressing,
And they had a seafood boil that was amazing with shrimp, potatoes, sausage, corn. Oh, it was good.
Hopefully they'll bring that back.
So before you leave that, over there at Harbor, they also have one of my favorite things of all time, believe it or not. And this is going to shock some people and maybe even shocking you.
Okay.
But I'm a tuna fish sandwich guy.
I love tuna.
And albacore tuna, if I have my choice of sub sandwiches, is whether it's Jimmy John's or Subway or whatever, I'm going to order tuna sub. And I like tuna sandwich.
And I can have it cold and hot. I can have a cold and hot tuna.
Yes.
The tuna melt, just bacon.
And you can and with the bread, you could definitely have it hot. But either way, it's got to be the nice thick bread and the albacore tuna. So I'm a big fan.
I haven't tried their tuna then. Yeah. I mean, I baby my tuna though, so I add so much stuff to it.
You baby your tuna?
Yes, I baby my tuna.
Oh, little
I have to make sure I add hard boiled egg and I make sure it's not too hot before once I boil it, let it cool down and put it in, just all my other fixins.
What else do you put in yours?
Stuff. I don't know if I want to tell because I could sell this thing, but seasoning, salt, pepper, you gotta have to add that.
Bubba one day is gonna open up
some nice sweet relish and a few other kibbles and bits that I'd like to add.
So one day,
like I said, I baby my tuna.
That's hilarious.
Mayo, of course. You gotta have mayo.
You gotta slather the mayo on there.
Yeah.
It's good. It gotta be nice and creamy.
I didn't mention that. Those are just the basics, but then
See, you see when you make a tuna sandwich for me, Kristen, and it's very rare, but I love it. It's great because you have all my favorite things in there.
I didn't realize that. Now I know.
Now you know. I'm a tuna fish sandwich guy.
Well,
I guess we know what our number one is.
I think it's obvious.
Easy.
There's only one land we haven't discussed.
And ring the bell. Who wins?
And that is Toontown. I'm just kidding.
We need a little drum roll.
Too soon? No.
Too soon.
New Orleans Square.
Ding, 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 ding.
You can't go wrong with the food down there in the bayou. Down there.
Oh,
it's just, I mean,
a lot of choices.
Everything I've usually had there, I can't think of a time where I've had a bad tasting meal in New Orleans Square. Maybe some bad service, but not food wise. Yeah,
I've had bad food once
and bad service.
Yeah,
and bad service. Well, bad service is
that's okay. But that's okay. We'll bypass it.
It was Blue Bayou.
Yeah, I think that's where I remember you telling me.
Yeah, where the food came out, it was cold. You could tell it had been made early in the day. Because it almost seemed like it had been sitting under heat lamps for more than 24 hours. So it was dry.
All dried out. Yeah.
Dry.
That's a shame.
Cold. And then they put it in a microwave to reheat it.
And got drier.
To bring it. After I said it was cold. It was.
You put some stock in there at least.
No, but I'll tell you, one of the places I've never had a bad meal and everything is always good is Cafe Orleans.
That's
Cafe
Skippy.
Orleans. That's second. If I had to rank restaurants in New Orleans Square, that's second for me because I'm going with French Market just because every time I get the chicken there, and I've had other stuff there too, it's just succulent and juicy. Just you could take the bone right out of the chicken. It's that cooked so well, and it's that's my go-to meal right there.
That's good
New
stuff,
Orleans Square.
Man. Yeah. Well, and you know why I go with Cafe Orleans too. I mean,
the Monte Cristo.
It's my sandwich of my lifetime.
That is one of the best sandwiches. All around.
I don't think there is no other sandwich in any Disney park that I've visited, and that includes Tokyo Disneyland, that even touches it. There's no, fight. Yeah, I'll fight you on it.
Yeah,
I don't fight anybody. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
But now it comes with the pommes frites, so
and I'm okay with that.
That's twice as. The pommes frites were just epic on their own.
Hell
now that you can get both of these staples on one dish well, that sucks. So you have to get the pommes frites or you have to get the Monte Cristo in order to get the frites. They don't sell them on the side anymore.
That's a darn shame. But
it
doesn't affect me because I'm going to eat them both.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and the cool thing is if you don't eat meat, they do have a fried cheese version that has brie, Swiss, and mozzarella in it.
And that's awesome too.
That's even like
It's
just hearing that.
It's like cheese lover, anybody? It's a 3 cheese fried pal of goodness there for you.
When you also have gumbo on the menu there, which is always really good.
Yeah, I like the bread bowls, man. The gumbo, the bread bowls are good.
Well, and even though it's non-alcoholic, it still tastes good. If you go over and get the Minjula over at the Minjula bar.
And the beignets, of course.
Oh yeah.
Beignets are best when they are hot and fresh.
Hot and fresh.
That's how they usually do. I mean, the line is always long for there. Always mobile order.
The cafe, it's like Cafe Du Monde.
Check for the mobile order time too.
Exactly.
Because it's long.
How are you not going to go over there and have beignets? It's like,
exactly.
It's New Orleans Square. It's Cafe Du Monde. You gotta go do it.
I just wish the milk was bigger because I've always given. I like to have one milk and just.
The
I'm
shot
not
glass.
a third grader anymore. I'm sorry. I'm a grown man. Can you give me a bigger milk? Because I'm gonna need it for these beignets.
It's literally Happy Meal size.
Yeah.
And you have Royal Street Veranda.
Yes.
Where you can always get, soup in a bread bowl. Too much bread, not enough clam chowder.
No, never enough. But they've
got a street steak salad. But I'll tell you what to get is, and right now it's under the seasonal offerings, is the blueberry fritters. Sweet fritters are so good. And these even have blue sugar. And what goes better with blueberries than lemon curd? And they've got a lemon curd dipping sauce.
Yeah.
And now my mouth is watering.
That's delicious.
I am hungry now.
And then just the entertainment all around environment, to eat around there is amazing. You have, one band at Front Street Market, and then you'll get another band, walking down, the halls of down the cobblestone right by the river. It's pretty cool over there. I love it a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great vibe.
That is the one land I really wish that they had done over at Walt Disney World.
Yes. I agree. Even though we're close to New Orleans on that side, it's still great. Anyway.
And then you got Club 33 also. Don't forget about that.
Forget about Club 33.
Yes.
For those of the uninitiated, we apologize. If you were lucky enough to eat at Club 33, good on you, because we're very lucky. We're twice as lucky.
I've got the Club 33 bracelet that I bought, and then I also have the mouse ears that Jewel gave to me.
Yes, you do. And I
got mine too.
Did I get a tie tuck or did I get some cufflinks? I don't remember. Cufflinks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't get a chance to wear them very often for obvious reasons. It's I don't have to dress up like Captain Stew.
Life of a rock and roller.
Exactly. Or James Bond. I don't have to dress up like James Bond.
I got to wear my tattered jeans and my no sleeve shirt.
That's right. I got to pull off my Stranger Things, y'all. Got to play some Metallica up in here.
Oh God.
Anyway, hey, you know what? We're almost on the same page, and that is very admirable. We're on the same page. How about that?
We were. And I think a lot of people might be too. I mean, New Orleans Square is it's amazing. The food's amazing. The options are amazing, and it's down to earth. As close as you can get to New Orleans food right there. And
I feel like we could have easily made the case for Main Street as well as number one.
Just because it's a staple, there's a lot of variety there, but they have some great food it's delicious.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, we do want to know what your favorite land is for Disneyland food. So let us know, and we can discuss those on our next episode. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. You can find us on any of those awesome podcasting platforms out there. But if you head over to Anchor, you can be a donor for as little as 99 cents a month if you want to support the show. Or if you're doing some shopping, you can head over to diningatdisney.com. And there we have Amazon, Disney Store, as well as Garden Grocer. Bubba, do you, in your nice little big
Lightyear Gauntlet.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to tell everybody where they can find you? That thing's huge.
You can find me saving the galaxy with this thing right here. If you're watching on the video, but you can find me also on Instagram at big_Bubba_B, diningatdisney.com, and all of our Dining at Disney, our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter page, YouTube. Just give us a like. And like she said, answer our question, which is your favorite land? If you've been to Disneyland, food-wise, let us know. Also, if you are traveling anywhere, contact Kristen. She will hook you up at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com. And Al John, my friend, where can everybody find you?
Check it out. My Instagram, just do it, at Al John Go. And you can also check out all of our friends' podcasts, too. Kristen and I host another podcast that you might love. If you like this list, you'll love our weekly list with the Disney List podcast. We've been doing it for a while, so you might want to check it out. We talk about the resorts in Disneyland, Walt Disney World, movies like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as well as Star Wars, Disney, Pixar, all that good stuff. And we rank them every week, as well as some travel tips for you. You can also check out our friends there you can also check out Bubba and his Gauntlet. Definitely do that. You can also check out WDW Park Hoppers with our friends John and Sid, the Park Hopper duo. And also check out the fabulous Tony and the Disney Parks podcast. Also, Dave Bossert, former creative director of special projects for Disney, animator, filmmaker, and author, is a podcaster with me. We host the Skull Rock podcast, and there we always interview filmmakers. We just recently had Rob Moinkoff in to talk about Paws of Fury. Rob has also done co-director for The Lion King. Just all kinds of great stuff there at Skull Rock podcast. Last but not least, Kat isn't here, but we'll promote her podcast at Eat the Pictures, and it's coming back bigger and stronger here in the next few weeks, so be sure to check that out. Eat the Pictures podcast everywhere you get podcasts. For really great Facebook fun, join our group. Thousands of people talking about Disney food every single day at Dining at Disney. And the big group there, Disney Dorks as well. There are good friends there. Thank you for supporting us. And the Source Radio Disney Fun Zone group on Facebook. You can also check us out wherever you get podcasts. We're also back on YouTube and getting more shows and content up there on a weekly basis. And Facebook. Yes, please do that. Kristen?
Until next time, I'm Kristen. With me was Bubba and producer Aljon. Bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.